Hey, what's going on guys? Pansy here. Welcome to another episode of the BDO log. In this video, we're going to be talking about me searching for a new main and tag during the Marnie Fuel event. I've been trying so many different classes. I'm going to tell you all about that. I'm going to talk about my PvE progress. And finally, I'm going to talk about my guild, which recently died. And there's a lot of drama that went on behind the scenes. I'm not going into details, but I'll talk about how it affected me and what I'm going to do going forward in terms of finding a new guild and what my plans for PvP are. So let's get to it. So first things first, the new main. As you can see on screen, we have my beautiful witch. I've been enjoying playing the witch for the past 4 days or so, and it's been pretty good. I mean, in terms of APM, pretty low, well protected, decent damage, and performs well in the end game grind spots. My next grind, once the Ulukida or Ulukidia, whatever it's called, the expansion comes out, I'm gonna have to go for the Ator shoe and those new relics. So I did want a class which would be very comfy to grind on, so I'm hoping which would be one of them. But I have tried out so many classes. I absolutely love the Marnie Fuel event, and honestly it should be a permanent thing, and it might need its own video, let's just say that. So of the classes I tried out Awakened Witch, Archer, Awakened Striker, Suck Nova, Suck Zerker, Shy, Suck and Awakened Witch, Suck and Awakened Guardian, Suck Sage, Awakened Sork, Suck Megu, Suck and Awakened Wusa, Suck Wizard, Awaken Corsair, and Awaken Mewa. I might revisit Wizard because I didn't try out as Awakening, and I'll also consider revisiting Wusa, but if I had to pick between the casters, I'd probably lean towards Witch, because in the Node War scene, like, an Archer performs well, but I feel like I'd be more suited for the role of bringing that utility of a Witch or a caster. So, you know, we'll think about it. We'll still test things out. We still have another day and a half or so, or 2 days before the event goes away, and I have become eternally sad. But we got to make our choice, guys, and it's been great. Like, I've been progressing on the witch pretty well. In the first few days it was a bit rough, and you know, every hour I've been to Thornwood, I've been improving drastically. My first hour was like 12.2k, then 14, then 18.2, and then my best so far was like 19.6, and I'm going through the VOD and I still see a lot of room for improvement. So we got a long way to go, but I've been progressing, so that's the promising thing, improving. It's not enough to have your gear, you have to have skill to back it up, whether it's in PvE grinding or PvP. Skill plays a factor in all forms of the game. So, in addition to everything we tried out, like, I mean, we're going to have to think about our role in PvP and such. So, one is probably going to be the PvE grinder, and the tag is probably going to be the PvPer, but it might be a bit of both. We'll see. I really liked Awaken Mewa. It was a really chill class, and I picked it up really quick, and I was able to grind Gyfins very smoothly. She has great AoEs, great damage, and I think it's a class that I always praised for the particle effects and animations and the playstyle, but I never really got to play it much. So for the time being, our top picks are going to be the Witch, Archer, Zerker, Mewa, and Shy. In terms of PvE, I'm probably going to lean towards the Witch, and in terms of PvP, it would depend. It would depend. If I want to PvP on Succession Witch, then that'd give me a bit more flexibility on second pick and something a little more fun like Mewa or something, but we'll see, we'll see. Not much time left, so I'm going to have to hustle this next couple days and finally make my decision. In terms of grinding, I've been spending a lot of time at Gyfins as usual, but in addition, I've been trying to mix it up as well. I've been going to Hex every now and then. The Despair prices have been going back up, which is pretty good. I think they peaked at around 29-30 mil not too long ago, and people do dump and it fluctuates, but it's a good sign. It will trend up over the long term. With the Rudim's nerf, I think it was a really good thing. Giants is a really good place to grind. I tried it out and I went full human damage in the Lightstone set and the crystals and everything, and it was pretty good. But in terms of money, I think I'd choose Gyfins over that. I mean, like, if you get lucky with distos, sure, I guess Giants would be dope, but out of like 7 bosses, I got 0 distos, so I stopped going there. But I have been doing some Olins as well, and finally I've been doing more Dikia Thornwood with Witch. Because of her resistance passive, you can get 100% knockdown and stun resist, which makes her super chill, and I've been really enjoying it. You know, during nighttime I do get smacked there, but during the daytime it's been a pretty chill grind. But overall it's been a pretty good grind. I think I just got to mix it up. I'm glad we got like a lot of variety in terms of where we can grind now. It's not just one spot and sit there. I can actually switch it up and still make good money without sacrificing much, and still make over a bill an hour in any of the spots I mentioned that I'm going to. So pretty happy with that so far, and we'll just have to see what class we finally decide to go with. And yeah, I think that's going to be the champion of the new arc when we get Ulukita and we go for Ator shoes and the relics. Once we get the relics though, it's going to be lit. Those things are so good. I can't wait to come back to Thornwood once I get those relics. I think it's going to be a game changer. So pretty exciting. All right, let's talk about the PvE progression so far. As you guys know, I bought the Tet God Ride for mid price. I sold my duo for max price, and I have the intention of tapping this to pen. The reason why I went with the Tet God Ride instead of tapping a base Black Star is I'm going to need a lot of Cron Stones to tap on that Black Star, and the rate at which I get costumes is like 1 or 2 a day if I'm lucky. And to save up enough costumes for a Black Star to pen, it's going to take a long time, and I don't think I have the patience for that. So unfortunately, that's just the situation. So hopefully the influx of costumes will go up once the Halloween event starts and better sales come out. I know the sales are pretty bland as of the past couple weeks, but yeah, we're using the God Ride, and it let me play a lot of my Awakening classes. I love some of the Awakening classes, and I wasn't able to play it too much because my Awakening AP was much lower than my main hand. And I mean, it wasn't that much less, but still, it still had that mental effect on me. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm missing out. I have to stick with Succession. But overall, I've been pretty happy with this change, and you know, it's been great playing these Awakening classes. A lot of them are really fun for me, so was very happy with that change. But right now we are saving up a lot of costumes. Like, all my cash has been going into costumes, and yeah, I just been pre-ordering. I did put up a pre-order for Garmot's Heart. Unfortunately, it hasn't filled yet, and I don't know when it's gonna fill. It's that's a long endeavor, but if I have to remove the pre-order, I will. Priority is going to be to the costumes. We did get quite a few so far, and I have some more costumes just stored up in my alts, and I've gotten through login rewards and stuff every once in a while. So yeah, it is looking good, but I think we're not even halfway there. I'd like to have at least 50,000, but I think we're closer to 20,000 with everything we have saved up so far. So it's still going to take at least 2 more weeks probably. I might do an enhancing session and just send it in a week or so. We'll see how next week looks. We'll see how the events are looking and how the influx of costumes are looking. That's going to be the key factor. Unfortunately, I know I'm on NA. Everyone's like, you son of a gun, you're getting that many costumes every day. You're boosted. I'm like, that's just the way the server is, and it's a lot harder for other regions. I know, like getting costumes on EU, on C and stuff, it's difficult. It's not a good change they did. Like, it wasn't a well-timed change. I think they should have held off for another 6 months or so, but I understand with all the updates coming in and how much money everyone was making, costumes would still have been scarce and everyone would have been buying vendor crons, but now that option is pretty much non-existent. 3 mil each is like way too much, man. If I wanted 50,000 cron stones, that's 150 bill. Ain't happening. So we'll see. My biggest fear with failing this enhancement, like trying to go like 30 taps into my God Ride and failing, is like, would I be able to recover from that mentally? I don't know. So likely, I mean, I do have the option of eventually like offloading the Tet God Ride and selling those costumes back and just buying the item, but I think I will go with the enhancement route. I don't think I'll chicken out this time. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we hit it. I've been getting a lot of Caphras, and I did offload some of them when the price went back up to like 2.9 to 3 mil, but we'll probably start saving them up now and start working towards Caphraing the Kudum, because I think that's some easy gear score we can get from there. And after that, the Black Star, and after that, there's just not much easier gains. I'm gonna have to start tapping my Slumbering Origin armors to try to get more DP. In terms of AP, it's only gonna come through accessories. So yeah, not looking forward to that one. But I do also want to invest in a Nuver, a Pen Nuver, and possibly, instead of Caphraing the Kudum after Ator Shoe comes out, Caphra that to C7. I do definitely need one, so we'll see how that goes. All right, now let's talk about what happened to my guild. Unfortunately, you guys probably all heard the news from Blue Stream and just everyone else. Reforged had a bad falling out with Blue. Um, Ended up banning him, taking a Discord server, and yeah, it was a pretty messy thing. Like Blue was pretty transparent. We saw it in his VOD, and we saw the DMs, and even he said afterwards that he shouldn't have sent those. And yeah, I can imagine. Dude was overworked. I mean, he works like 20 hours a day or something. Probably not 20, but you know, when you're working full time, trying to do streaming, trying to do YouTube, and stressing about all sorts of things, you know, things you're not in the best state of mind, and then whatever has been building up, it's been building up for months. So people did share some information and stuff, like whatever they saw and their thoughts on it. All in all, I'll keep everything private. I have no intentions to dwell on this. I just wanted to let you guys know what happened, because people kept hopping into stream and asking, hey, why are you guildless? Like, so I hopped back into Piracy for the time being, my home guild. Been with Piracy since 2020, and they're the homies. But I will continue to do Node War. I'll just have to find a new guild. There's a few avenues open. I'm gonna see if I can stick with the most of the homies, but if not, you know, we'll just find somewhere else and try to keep PvPing. I think I've been enjoying the Node Wars and Sieges quite a bit. I've been improving in there. Like the first couple weeks I was like, you know, sub 10 kills. Then the last 3-4 Node Wars, every time I was pulling over 20. So I've been pretty happy with the progress, and it's more like just repetition and just being in just PvPing and getting that muscle memory, getting the game sense. Game sense is what I was lacking the most, like positioning, when to engage, when to disengage. Even if the shot caller says go go go, you can't really go up with everybody else's archer. You gotta be a bit more tactful. But you know, it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I've also tried out Corsair and was thinking about replacing the Archer with the Awakened Corsair. I really like her mobility. I like her damage output, but I'm just thinking in terms of large scale, that Archer's gonna out DPS her in terms of like ball v ball fights. I think he has the better spread and the better output than Awakened Corsair, but she can frag, and it is fun playing her. Her kit is very entertaining, so you know, I'm tempted, but we'll see. We'll probably have to stick with the Archer. I might just actually start just peeping on the witch as a succession witch, as a staff. You can never have enough staff, and the utility she brings is just too good. I really want to be in a position where I can make an impact, and just, you know, fragging out on an Archer isn't going to cut it, because, you know, half those times, or majority of the times, those are just, you know, last hits, not really me taking someone down from 100 to 0. I'm the kind of player who doesn't have an ego when it comes to PvP. I don't care if I'm not the top DPS, or if I'm not the top fragger or anything. All I care about is the dub first. First and foremost is the dub, then we can worry about all the fragging and screenshots afterwards. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Guild Rip, Reforged, they're gonna continue losing players, and I don't know when they would recover, so I've stepped away, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, it was an unfortunate situation, but you know, these things happen. It's an online game. Guilds never stick around too long. Some of them don't persist. Others do, but for the most part, we just have to adapt and keep moving forward. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned. I'm streaming on twitch.tv/I'mPansy almost every day for multiple hours. It's been going good, man. This whole full-time thing, I mean, it'll keep me busy for the next couple months for sure. So really enjoying it. Hope to see you guys there. Check me out on, once again, twitch.tv/I'mPansy. Like, comment, and subscribe here if you want to see more videos. So yeah, really appreciate all the support. See you soon.